Hey everybody, this is Coach D here with TackleTrading.com, and I'm going to tell you a story about a trade we've been tracking here for a month now, for over 4 weeks, and it's taken a total of like 5 minutes work, not counting this series of videos I've done on the trade. And I've even gone out of town and on vacation and left the trade, managing itself. Because I used a trailing stop. And I want to show you what I'm talking about here. So I logged onto our YouTube channel, and I was just going to highlight the videos that I'm talking about here. So here's the first one I'm talking about, breaking down a swing trade. And in that video 4 weeks ago, we talked about the setup on CarMax and a potential breakout, and we established that we were going to use a trailing stop methodology, and we talked about that breakout and how we're going to trade it. And then 3 weeks ago, I did an update on that video. And then I went on like an epic family vacation out of town, out of cell service for a week. Haven't even thought twice about the trade, to come back to see that it's nice and profitable and that it's pretty darn close to getting the trailing stop hit. And so I thought I'd do the update video here and break it down for you. So just kind of wanted to give you the history of the trade we're talking about here. And again, break it down for you on the timeline. So the trade we're talking about here is CarMax, KMX. And you can see here we actually have the trailing stop on the trade. But again, to put it into context, you have to go back, 4 weeks. So we went back 4 weeks. And we're talking about this breakout right here, this really nice looking breakout setup. And we caught it, and we initially started out using a trailing stop based off of the average true range. We did a multiple average true range. And if you actually look at the trailing stop that is in place, this is the exact same original trade that we put on, and there is this trailing stop. So let me point to that trail stop real quick here. And you can see that we got a $3.30 trail stop. So at the time, the ATR was a little bit higher, and I was using a 1.5, I believe, if memory serves, ATR buffer to give you plenty of room so that it didn't get stopped out prematurely. And here we are again 4 weeks later, and the stock price has broken out and it's risen, and the trade's been running up. It's hit a high of 109, and the P&L looked fantastic, and you're starting to see the chart slow down a little bit, and it still hasn't hit that trailing stop. It might hit it tomorrow, I think. It's pretty darn close, but I actually thought that a couple times along the way when I checked it. So just to highlight the trade here, again, it's not a real fancy trade. It's just a real simple 100 share trade, and it's up $647. The P&L has been up over $800 at the high and whatnot, and it's been really just a nice, attractive trade. But again, 5 minutes worth of work, not counting these little videos I've made on it. And it's the type of trade that you can duplicate. Now, again, I'm doing this in a virtual account just to show and tell it, but that's how this works. And I mean, this is what we're talking about when we talk about like the potential for passive income. It's, the ability to come in and find a candidate, find a trend setup, find a technical setup, plan and place a trade, and then have the patience to let the trade play out and not overmanage it. And so in this case, the trailing stop is continuing to work. Again, from the breakout price, you'll notice, again, the original purchase price was $100.07. So you go back and you look at the last time it was trading at $100.07. That's right here, again, 4 weeks ago on the breakout where we were talking about. So you catch that nice little breakout above resistance, and it popped up and it pulled back, but not enough to hit the trailing stop. And it kept popping up, and it chopped back, and it popped up, and it chopped back, and it still has yet to hit that trailing stop. And the trailing stop has continued to ratchet up, again, trailing behind the highest price that it's achieved by $3.30. Again, just a little over 1.5 ATRs was the idea behind that. And that is, again, it looks like it's about to get hit. I was looking at that intraday down in here, and I'm on like a 30-minute time frame, and you can see where it came down in intraday, and it found some support, hitting a 200 period moving average today, found some support, and it's right there flirting with it. So if it breaks down much further, it's going to hit that trail stop, and that would stop you at about $106.02, and you'd walk away from the trade at $106.02 some odd cents in that ballpark, with about $594. Again, passive income, 5 minutes worth of work, automatic trailing stop. Again, I didn't have to pay attention to it, didn't have to babysit, didn't have to do anything on the trade other than root for it and then check on it periodically. And then, of course, I've got alerts set up to let me know when those orders go through on the live account, to let me know when the trade actually been executed. So the idea is really, really simple. And again, this is the type of trade you can do on all kinds of stocks. I got another one here over on Colgate Palmolive. Real simple, bullish trade, breakout, trailing stop, similar breakout scenario. Not a super exciting stock. Pretty modest little breakout, and again, kind of a passive income trade that's working out real nice. This one's only up $100, but again, 5 minutes worth of work to plan the trade, place the trade, implement the trailing stop loss at the time you place the trade. And then again, having the patience to let the trend run. This one's got some good upward momentum still. And again, it's just one of those things where the discipline of it is what makes the use of a trailing stop, I think, so awesome, because it takes you out of the equation. It removes the emotions. It removes all the fear and the greed emotions that traders feel, and just automates the process. And again, you can catch something and get it to run. And then, a lot of times traders will loosen the stop loss up, or they'll tighten it up if they want to lock in gains. I tend to try to get it to a break-even point and let it run. But in this case, I just ignored the trade and let the trailing stop work. If you like this video, go back and watch the other ones. You can click on the link to go back and watch the other ones. You can find them on the YouTube channel. And we'll see if this one gets stopped out. When it gets stopped out, I'll make another video to update you on that, whether or not, hopefully it pops up and continues to run for us. That'd be awesome. But probably likely going to get stopped out here this week. And we'll come back and talk about it then.